How to make a Chinese lantern. You need 24 Lisi packets folded down, and you need to tape 6 of them in a row. Then you need to tape down flaps, which are additional Lisi packets on top of the original 6. Lay them exactly on top the lower 6. Tape them down with Scotch tape and make sure that they open so that they're flaps. Keep doing that 6 times. For the last one, you'll need to put the tape over the original 6. Now you should have 6 flaps going across that all lay on top of the original 6. Then you're going to form them into triangles, 3 triangles. So 2 flaps make 1 triangle, and you're going to tape them together. Do the same thing for the 3rd and 4th flap and the 5th and 6th flap until you have 3 triangles. Now pick up the entire thing and on its edges put the triangles together. You have to tape 2 triangles together first, and then you're going to tape the 3rd triangle to the first 2. The 3rd one is a little bit harder, so you can hold the wheel-like shape in both hands until it fits. Then you're going to take the last flap that's open and tape that down. You'll end up with a wheel shape that is going to make up the bottom of your lantern. So the next step is to do the same thing but with 6 long Lisi packets. They're the same packets, just turned sideways, the lengthwise way. After you have all 6 in a row, you start taping down the flaps. So again, you put down 6 long Lisi packets on top of the original 6. So you're making a second wheel that's going to be wider than the original. Again, the last one, you're going to have to push the tape over the original 6. And then if you have any extra, you should cut it off. Don't try to tape it down because it might interfere with the triangles. So now you're going to do the same thing with the lengthwise packets. You're going to make 3 triangles. So tape down the 5th and 6th flaps to make 1 triangle, and then you're going to do the same thing to each set of 2 flaps. So keep taping the triangles together by pulling up the flaps and taping them together, 2 at a time, until you have 3 separate triangles. And then you're going to tape 2 triangles together and then bring around the 3rd triangle and the last flap to close it up so it looks like a wheel. So this wheel should look exactly like the other wheel, except it's a little wider because you used the Lisi packets the long way. Now you're going to tape the outside, and you should have 2 wheels, one that's wider and one that's a little smaller, and you're going to put the bigger wheel on top. Then you're going to take about 4 feet of ribbon or string or yarn, actually red yarn, and you're going to string the tassel through the ribbon or yarn, and then you're going to tie a knot right above the tassel so that it doesn't move. And then you can kind of pull on the tassel so that it stays in a nice place. Then you're going to put the tassel underneath the smaller wheel and pull the ribbon or yarn through. you'll want to pull the ribbon through kind of two opposite triangles so that it holds the tassel in place. Check that the tassel is in place, and then you're going to tie on top of the smaller wheel. Tie a knot on top of the smaller wheel, and then you're going to put the bigger wheel on top of the smaller one. Place the bigger wheel on top and pull the ribbon or yarn through opposite triangles and tie it on top of the bigger wheel. Now, depending on where you're going to hang it, you might want to tie this now or wait until you know where you're going to tie it, and then tie the top part in a bow. And now you're ready to hang your lantern somewhere in your house or in your business. And that's how you make a Chinese lantern out of Lisi packets.